Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues!
And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the program that's by a fan, for a fan, and definitely about you, the fan. Well, today I got my second COVID shot, so I don't know how it's going to affect me. I've heard that some people get really sick. I've heard some don't. So I've been tired, but I'm going to be here for you as long as I can. But in that case, let's bring in Mr. Lance Scott of the Drop Hockey Podcast. He's the man, he's the myth, and he's definitely the legend. And let's not forget Mr. Brock Banner. Hey, guys, how we doing today?
Doing great.
Pretty good.
You got me, Lance?
I got my
Yeah, I got you.
my O'Reilly All-Star. I told you I was going to get it.
Yeah, nice.
So
Nice. Yeah, I couldn't wear a jersey today after getting that shot, man. Just that heat. I'm heat in this room. I know it would knock me out, man. This is going to be fun game today, I think. A lot of people might be looking at this to be another high score. I don't. I look this be a tight checking game. I really think that's going to be tight. Husso's in net against Cam Talbot, and that scares me a little bit. Mr. Goalie, what do you got? What do you think about putting Husso in today?
Well, I thought for sure with the way that Bennington played that he would put Bennington in, and I wouldn't have been shocked if he would have. But I'm also not shocked that Husso's in there. As we've all talked about before, Bennington, I think, has never played more than 52 games in a season. And we need him fresh because, we can't have him falling apart. If we make the playoffs, we can't have him falling apart in the second, third rounds. And because if he does, we're definitely done. But if Husso gets good defense like they did last night, and they limit the real good opportunities, and the Blues keep the pedal to the metal on Talbot, I think Husso will be fine. And, guys, I don't care if he gives up a goal on the first shot, the third shot, the fifth shot. I could care less. What I care about is that final score. 5-4, 4-3 if he wins. I don't care how many goals he lets in as long as the Blues win.
Well, getting them goals yesterday really kind of hopefully opened this team up. They did something yesterday, and you kept hearing this a lot. They don't have puck luck. Well, I looked yesterday, and I rewatched that game.
Mm-hmm.
They made their own puck luck yesterday. Absolutely made their own puck luck. And then Gary brings up, do you guys think Hoffman is staying now? Well, Sanford Thomas is injured, so Hoffman's in.
So
I don't. I really think that
I think it's addition by subtraction. Again, I'm sorry to jump in, but I do think you bring Hoffman, take him out of the picture, take him out of the scenario, get some pressure off of him, opens it up for some, these other young guys on the team, obviously whatever the chemistry, whatever it is, he's gone. I have some inside information that it's not going to last for the weekend. Whether or not that goes anywhere, again, inside information is worth what you pay for it, which is toilet paper, nothing, But my point is, I think that, again, we won two straight. We beat two teams. It doesn't mean that we have anything solidified yet. And I think tonight's going to be a ball buster. I think it's going to be a lip buster. I think people are going to get their lips busted. And remember, they still got, Kaprizov. That guy can strike from anywhere. So again, do not sleep on this team. And I think, Lance, you and I have talked, and Guy, you and I have talked, that the fans, we get so hype when we win 9-1 that we, check our ticket. But you're right. I see exactly. It's a Hawaiian wave, isn't it? It's up and down.
It's like I said. What people need to realize, look back at Minnesota's game before they played the Blues. The Blues scored 9 goals against them. How many did Minnesota score against a good Avalanche team? 8. They come back and scored 1. So, guys, if you're thinking this offense is automatic, it's not automatic from night to night. It's just not. And getting back to Hoffman, Brock and I have been discussing it, and like I'm not going to say I've said certain things online, and I'll stick to that. He's gone. He won't be here. That's for sure. I'm not going to come out. I've said enough online. I think people know what I've said. Brock knows what I've said. And I will say that a deal has been done for him for more than a day. I don't know what the holdup is, but he's gone. And all these people that are saying that he's not, I'll put it out there. I will guarantee he's gone. And if it doesn't work out, hey, then lambaste me all you want to.
And it could turn into a complicated thing where it's not just one team involved. It could be 3 or 4 teams involved.
Yep.
Now we're seeing these mega deals today, and I think there's a lot of that could be shaping up. A lot of teams need scoring. A lot of teams need that sniper. You and I have talked about that, and Guy, you and I have talked about that too.
Yeah.
I mean, just because he work out with the Blues doesn't mean he is not a valuable player who will fit right in.
He's got 21 points.
Yeah,
He's got 21 points. He's 9-13. He's 9 goals in a system that doesn't let him get goals. That's still damn good in my eyes. And I think it's shame on us for using him wrong. I really, really do. Hey guys, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, host of the Blue Note Fan Report. You're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm joined today by Lance DeScott from the Drop Hockey Podcast and Brock Banner from the Hockey Writers and StLouisFanReport.com. Don't forget, go to St. Louis Fan Report. We have a pick'em contest. Get your picks in. I gave a couple of prizes away yesterday. Knows, maybe I feel good and I'll give something away today. Not a promise. That's a maybe. I don't know. You never know. I'm looking forward to this game because I want to see response. That's what I want to see. I keep getting asked, do we make the playoffs? Do we make the playoffs now? And I'm saying too early. You come out and you respond again tonight, then I'm going to start getting on that bandwagon a little bit. But that's what's important. You've got to come out and respond. Absolutely respond. Teresa Folk, Ashley Jones is in the contest. Dana and Gianna, David Nash, Brian Tuttle, Jessica Bueller, Brewster Cogburn, Kyle Mead. These are some of the last ones to get in. So, hey, make sure you get your picks in. 3 people got 6 points yesterday, and it was a big shakeup. O'Reilly, 5 points.
Yeah.
4 points there, 5 points for us for the contest. So, the contest is fun.
Yeah, I want to remind some people, we're all talking about, everybody's all excited now. We're a lock for the playoffs. Guys, the Sharks won last night. They're only 2 points behind us. So we're not just competing against the Wild and against the Coyotes. We're competing against the Sharks. And people may say, well, the Sharks are bad. We've made them look bad. The Sharks are a better team than they've played this year. And just like the Blues have been playing better in these last 2 games, the Sharks have honestly been playing better in the last 7 to 8 games.
Sure.
So
but the Sharks got rid of part of that today.
Yeah.
Sharks got rid of part of that today. They traded Devin Dubnyk to the Avalanche. And I'm going to say this right now. Avalanche got worse today, not better. I think Dubrovnik has not lived up to any of his billing, and I don't think it's just defense in front of him. I really don't. I think that he's kind of shown some of his true colors, and I don't think it is going to help the Avalanche.
Here's the thing about Devin Dubnyk, and he's been this way all his career. He'll be hot for 8 to 10, 12, 15 games, and then he'll be terrible for 5 or 6. Or he'll be bad for a whole year, and then he'll be great for the next year. I mean, there's years you talk about him as a top 5 goalie in the past. He's been very good. I don't think it's a downgrade necessarily for Colorado, but I think they're going to have to play their best in front of him to help him win. He's not the goalie he was 5, 6, 7 years ago. And, go ahead, Brock.
Well, no, I'm all for it. I hear you what you're saying, but I got to tell you guys, don't sleep on the Coyotes because, I was listening to some things going on today. Connor Gartland is in a position that he could be dealt. And I mean, talk about someone that's going to bring in something for the Coyotes. I just think the Coyotes are up to something. They're in a position where they could really lock in and they're not going to regress. They're not going to regress. So again, everybody, I've heard about the Sharks again, but again, I think the Coyotes are a team that we especially need to take seriously because they're legit.
Well, I mean, it's absolutely right, but you got to look at what's happened in the past couple of days. So after that win against the Knights, me and Lance sat here and we talked heavily about, the Coyotes are, you've got to win 3 games ahead of you got to win 3 games more than them. And that looked like a daunting task. Well, this morning, you got to win 1 game and you've got that game in hand. That's where they're at now. So it has changed the complexity of the race. And it does give, and I'm not going to say a lot, but it gives a lot more hope and understanding that this team can move forward and that they can play with the big guys. And that's what we didn't see prior to that night win. And that's all I'm saying there.
Yeah, here's the thing. This team has had the talent to play with the big guys, even when they had injuries. This team has had the talent to play with the big guys, and they just haven't. I know everybody's saying, well, the reason they're playing good is all their players back. Well, the guys that are playing good have been here all year. Most of the guys that are playing great right now in the last 2 games, scoring goals, O'Reilly, so on and so forth, Sanford, those guys have been here all year. And it's just Berube. If you try to tell me Berube didn't change his system in the last 2 games and told the guys just to go play, I think he's lying because he's changed something.
Give me just a second, guys. I got to do something here real quick. Just for everybody. I think they'll love this. Ooh, you know what? I made it. Oh, no, here it is. Today, after the pre-game meeting, Coach Craig Berube was asked who would start in goal. His answer was, it'll be a game-time decision. That has everybody wondering who is going to start in goal. Oh, I wonder who's gonna start in goal. Tell me, oh, who's gonna start in goal? I've got to know the answer. Is it Bennington or Husso? It's Husso! Husso's in goal today. I had to do it. Brian Tuttle last, and I gotta hold on. Lori Stacy, this is a new one. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. We are happy to have you. Check out STL Fan Report for our Pick'em contest. Come on the show. We love you all. Ashley says still can't pull the foot off the gas. Absolutely not. Brewster says, oh, my favorite song. E Guido. Your pick isn't in yet, E. I seen that. Ashley says, I need to change my pick. And Teresa just loves the goal song. Oh, and I'm doing, Diamond Dez, what do we got? With Thomas out and Hoffman rumors, do we trade for Hall? Nope. No. Yes, he said no. Did I say that enough?
Guy, you know what Mom used to say? What they do with the money? He said, what money? The money your mama gave you for singing lessons. Because you didn't
No, yeah. Hey, I got blessed with a radio voice, not a singing voice. So, hey, I love what's happening right now. And Ashley says, bring in Joshua. I would love Joshua to get more time. I really would. And while we're on the subject of Joshua real quick, I got to throw a big shout out to the Morton boys.
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
The Mortons were really nice. They love me to death. They sent me a puck that Joshua signed that says first NHL goal on it with the date that they got from Fan Cave. And I just got to say thank you. I mean, I love when you guys do that. I know I give away stuff, but when you guys sent me things, and just like Philip Leaker, they made me my own bobblehead, for making them fans of the game. It shows how much you appreciate me on the show, and you guys know how much I appreciate you. They're showing Husso right now. He's 6-5-1 with a 358 and an 883. That's not all on Huso, though. And I do say that. Some of them games, they just didn't play well in front of him at all.
Sure. You know, Lance, what I want to mention to you and you, Guy, too, I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think this is a team that they're going to slow things down tonight. Again, we got, a few more games against these guys with 7 more, 6 more. So, again, just because they put it all out, it's like sex. You don't put it all out on the first minute. You gotta go in for the long run, And they're going to be seeing these guys a lot. So I think they're going to slow it down. It's going to be physical. I think there's going to be some heavy play. I think it'll be a tight game. I predicted on Twitter a David Prawn sniper in the third, but I think it's going to be pretty tight all game. So could be wrong, but that's the type of play I expect. I think Ruby's going to say, "Hey, let's reel it back in. Let's buckle down. Let's play some knuckle hockey, and really let these guys know who we are." Because last night was a bit of a mirage. Again, let's get it. We don't score 9 goals. We just don't. So what's your thought, Lance?
Yeah, I think it's going to be there's going to be goals scored in this game, but it's not going to be 9-1 or 9-5. I think it's going to be like a 1-goal game going into the third. And who's ever up by 1, I think, has a great opportunity to extend the lead and go up by 2. This pick for me was hard who I picked because I think it could go either way. I picked the Wild 4-2, but you know what? The Blues could win 4-2. And Guy, I got one question about that bobblehead.
Yes, sir.
The bobblehead have you going like this?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. No, I'll have to bring it on the what do you call it, the intermission show.
Hey, Brock,
I've shown it before. No, it's
I've got that Bennington jersey just like yours. I've got the All-Star Bennington jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on getting a couple of those. Hold on, guys. I'm getting something. Somebody wants to say something to you guys.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Yeah, Mrs. Jones wanted to tell you it's time for the Blues to go. No, it's been, the last couple of games, the enthusiasm is back, and that's what's been missing.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm really concerned about is the Bennington swagger, and Roland just brings it up, and I didn't see it. The Bennington swagger, is it still going to rub off on everybody? Does Huso have it?
But
right?
The rub off.
No, I don't know, and that's a huge question. Yes, sir. What are you laughing at?
What's
You
the
gotta
rub off?
stop saying rub off, Guy.
I got to get one of them shirts.
But you know what? That's Tarasenko. There's another guy kind of coming in and a guy you cannot. So, there's some things about the Blues that I like. I'm really excited about. I'm just not ready to sell the farm because I've seen the old stinker, the stink train, pull up way too often. So, let's get it done tonight. But again, I think they got to prove to the fans that they're in it for real. Tonight's the test.
Yeah, and I want to give the guys an update on Thomas. I know the Blues haven't come out and said it, but Brock and I talked about it earlier. I reported it this morning, and of course, nobody believed me. He's in concussion protocol, and I told everybody the Blues would call it an upper body injury, which you've seen that they had, and he is week to week. So I've not heard what grade of concussion it is, but normally they wait a couple days to grade it. They don't grade it that night or the next day because some of those symptoms really don't start to show up for a couple days. The whole light sensitivity, how long does it stay, so on and so forth. So I'm hoping to see him back in a week or two.
That first goal last night, that Sanford got was a result of Robert Thomas.
That's right.
Yeah.
Robert Thomas, again, is making plays, and boy, that's one I just hate to see. Hate to see him out.
Yeah, but I have a feel. I know he's week to week, but he could be back in a couple of days. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
There is the possibility. I like putting Joshua in, though. I think Joshua has, even though he came in early, he's really shown that he can play at this level. I'm sorry. I saw more good out of him than I did mistakes. For a young kid, that's what you're looking at. You weigh the positives against the negatives, right? That's what we do with Dunn. See these mistakes from Dunn, but we don't see all the good stuff. With Dunn, the good stuff's there. Wallman is the one that I'm questioning, and I know he got the goal and the assist, but I still think Mikkola is a better option than Wallman. I don't know why Nico lives in Coach's doghouse, but I would really love to see Ballman back. Now, hey, we're almost out of time, so I got to do my pick real quick. I got to show the stuff. So, guys, stand by while we do some business on the can't even remember the name of my own show on the BlueNote Fan Report. Let's do some business. Let's take a look at the standings in the STL Fan Report Pick'em Contest. And here we go. There's how you get it. STL Fan Report. You go over here to contest. Oh, I'm not sharing it yet again. Dum, give me gum. There we go. Okay. So you go over here to stlfanreport.com. Come over here to contest right there. You can either click enter the contest. It'll take you right to the form. Bulk's plaque is the first place prize. A mystery puck. It is not, it may not be a David Perron puck. I don't know who the signature is, but it will be a signed puck. Then you have the 50-year poster featuring a rest in peace, Bob Plager. Forest Cup Enterprises, give it to our sponsor. Thank you so much. These are some of the prizes that are for the door prizes. And here we go. Let me get my pick in. You put your email address. Now, I have already done this. If you haven't done it, you have to enter a Google account. We do that so you can only enter one time. It's a security issue. I know some people don't like it, but it's the best way to do it. Enter your name. Try and keep it the same because of my formula. It looks for your name. Put an affiliation. If you don't have one, put other and put who it is, what group you're with. Back and forth, but I like the Blues in a 2-1 win. And I'm going to take my chances and say Husso gets it done tonight. Submit it, and there I am. I'm in. So those are my picks, and I hope everybody was able to see those. It looks like they were. Let me remove that. 10 point right now. Somebody got 6 points yesterday in the first time she entered, and she's 4 points out of first. That's all it takes. I mean, it doesn't take much to get yourself up in there. It's a fun contest. Please get in. So, guys, what do you think is going to happen tonight? I'll start with Brock.
Well, again, like I said, I'm thinking a defensive battle. I think there's going to be some bruiser type of hockey, heavy hockey. They're going to have to work for things, but I think, they're trying to slow the pace down, instead of Husso being overwhelmed. There's really, set the pace, set the direction, and set the tone of the game. So I think it's going to be a little bit slower, but I'm getting 1-0 is where I'm going with it. What about you?
1-0? Don't forget to make that pick in. I'll give you a few moments after the game starts. What about you there, Mr. Drop?
I'm going to get it.
I'm so torn on this because the Blues played so well, but man, if you go back through history when teams win 9-1, 8-1, 7-1, 7-2, the next game, there's normally a steep drop off and they normally don't win. I picked the Wild 4-2, but like I said earlier, the Blues could win 4-2. It's going to be one of those games where I think the third period is going to decide it. I just don't see a team taking off with this game early. I think, like Brock said, it's going to be a slower paced game, not slow, like we've seen sometimes this year, but I think it's going to be slower paced, more deliberate. I think it's going to be a little more physical, and I think they have to do that for Husso. That back and forth track meet, I don't think it's going to be good for him. But he may surprise me. I think it's going to be a close game, and some team's going to pull away in the third period. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means.
No, I don't think it's going to be a blowout either because if I'm the Wild, I'm coming out pissed off, right? And you expect that. So you got to weather a storm for 5 minutes. And Husso's got to know that, right? Husso's got to know that. Jordan says she's stressing a little bit. Well, I hope you're feeling better, Jordan, and I hope you tell your mom, get her pick in, because she's doing good, and so are you. You're in second place, just so you know. So don't stress out for me. No, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in that first 5 minutes. They're going to rush. Okay, how do you beat the rush? And there's one easy way to beat the rush. Stretch passes. Stretch pass will beat the rush every single time, because it leaves guys open. Leaves guys open. If you can get an early goal on their rush, it changes everything. And it really puts. Now you got to look. We lost 2-0 in the first game against the Wild, but they only put up 11 shots. They were outplayed by the Blues. They just couldn't score.
Yep.
They've got to be in the Blues, in the Wild's head. I'm telling you, I already think they are. Now, Cam Talbot may be thinking, oh, see, they threw all them shots at me and I was able to stop them. Mm-hmm. Hey, but look what they did to Krill, who was a Calder, candidate. You've been playing a lot. I just have a feeling that they might be in their head a little bit. And not only that, look, it's for the Blues. You're at that point where you can up on these guys because of the amount you play them. Do it. Go for it. You can change the whole complexity of the West in the next 2 nights, right? And then you can go into Colorado on with confidence and with passion and with drive and with ability, and you can shock them. That's what I'm looking at. To me, this is a shock and awe game. And I say that not in another 9-1, but they come at you and you don't break. That's the shock and the awe. Am I wrong? And that's, maybe you disagree with me there. But...
No. I think the Blues still need to be consistent, and I know fans hate it when I say this. If they come out and play hard tonight and lose 2-1, I'll be disappointed. But hey, they played hard. The only time I'm disappointed in this team is when they don't show up. If they play hard and play up to their effort and their skill set, they can beat any team in this league. I'll say it every episode, but they have to do that. And as long as they do that, I'm happy with them.
Go ahead, Brock.
No, I was going to say, I agree with you. It's, they as fun as it was, they haven't shown up all season. They've lost some real stinker games. Again, they put 38 shots on Cam Talbot the first time, only faced 11 and let him get out with a 2-0 victory. And then one of those goals was Kaprizov was a beautiful shot that snuck in under Bennington. Could have been considered maybe a bad goal. So yeah, again, Berube knows that they have to beat this team, that they're not going to leave anything a chance, and that this has been circled on their calendar a long time. Happy to see they're showing up. But again, the big test for me is, will they show up tonight? Last night was a mirage. It's great, fun, it's over. How do they respond? And again, can they get the first goal? I think that first goal is so critical for this team right now that it sets the tone for how they play.
Yeah, and they've got to show up even better than they did. I'm not saying goal-wise, because they've only played good in probably 2 or 3 out of the games Husso started. So they really need to show this guy that they're in front and they're there for him.
Yep. Hey, Ian, don't forget to get in the contest, buddy. I see you all the time. You got to get in the contest. STLFanReport.com. I showed how to do it. Get in. Desmond got in. Desmond's been on the show a lot, but this is his first time getting in the contest. I really appreciate it. Shane got back in. I told Shane and Chris Knight about winning their koozies and cards, right, yesterday. So we appreciate each and every one of you that joins the Blue Note Fan Report. I know this is fun for me. It really is. Darkness, I can't believe you haven't gotten in the contest, buddy. You're on every show and you're not in the contest, unless you're somebody that I don't know who you are, which is possible. But no, I just love that we get to do this and it's fun in good games and bad games, but we still get to talk about it. And I loved what I heard from the guys last night. Nobody was too excited about that win. They were like, good win. I scored. I did this. I did that. But nobody was like, yeah. They were, okay, that's game 1. That's game 2. Now it's game 3. Now game's 4. Now game's 5. Now game 6. That type of stuff. So that's what we're looking for. And it's really interesting to see all of that happening.
Yeah. I was really surprised to see, real quick, and we're running out of time, that the drop pass worked so good for the Blues last night, that they were killing on the drop pass. And that's something we hadn't seen a lot this year, that was very successful last night. Minnesota will make adjustments tonight. That won't be there. They did that yesterday. But they're going to have to be creative in how they score. And that's the name of their entire season. They're not one-dimensional.
They're going to get behind the net tonight. They're going to get behind the net. Starting lineup: Clifford, Barbashev, and Kyrou, with Scandella and Dunn, with Huso in net. Pareko's on the third pairing with Wallman. Not sure I like that. I think you have two negatives together. I think you have two liabilities together right now.
Well, I mean, Parenko gives you the defense, and Wallman's giving the offense.
Yeah, well, Pareko's still not. I'd say Pareko's maybe 85%. He's not even firing his shot. He's only taking wrist shots. So his back, he can't twist his back. So that's something that concerns me just a little bit.
Don't be shocked if he has surgery in the off season.
Oh, I actually expect it. I absolutely expect it. You know, the one good thing about back surgery, I mean, I know it's bad, but a lot of times back surgeries really seem to, I mean, they don't seem as like the recovery seems to be like they don't have long-term effects.
Every person I've ever known that's had one back surgery has had at least two. Every person I've known has said, I'm better in one way, but I'm worse in another way. Anytime you go in the back, you never know how it's going to come out. Good thing that he's young and not 34, 35.
Yeah.
So maybe if he does go under the knife in the offseason, which that's what I was told, he'll probably have to unless something changes. Maybe he's young enough to get back quickly, and you know, he's a young guy, and let's hope he does.
But you know what I'd like to say to that real quick is that, you know, he's not carrying the load. I mean, he's got Krug, better first. He's got Justin Falk, who's playing really good. I mean, give that guy credit. He's playing well. Playing awesome. So you know, he doesn't have to carry the whole load himself. That's important, especially now.
Yep. So hey, don't forget, on Twitter, STL Fan Report, you have a chance to win this signed Braden Schenn picture. Go to on Twitter, search for STL Fan Report, and look for the post that says how to win it. It's got little red light says win this pick. Well, guys, it's about that time. I can't wait to see you at the intermission. Brock, have I got you an intermission? And Lance? Oh, man, I love it. Okay, this is Guy saying aloha, mahalo. You got to know I'm bleeding blue with you. And let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Okay, sorry about that, man. Hey, I'm working on the stories. I just had so much going on in my head. I'm backed up. So give me a couple of days to try and I got like 5 stories ready to go, and I just haven't had the mental capacity to sit there and read them the way I need to read them.
Yeah, dude, I'm not asking about that. Here's the question I had for you more than anything. So I was out having dinner at this restaurant, and I was like, oh wow, they got, they do like the Arcabassos. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, well, maybe they would want to be a sponsor sometime. So my question is, like, what does it cost? What they the first question they say is like, well, how much is it and what do I get? Like, have you thought about that? And like,
yes, I have, and it's on. So the cost is negotiable, right? I want to know what they're expecting out of it before I give them a cost.
Okay.
Right? What they're looking at. I'm looking at about 150 for a 1 month on one page.
Okay.
Right? So you get it like Brian Tuttle's got the one, he's got a little bit more, but he put a lot more money up.
Yeah.
But you would get one page with your ad on it, with a clickable ad on it.
So my question for you, like, as I'm just talking to people just in general. So let's say we'd have a $500 level, which would be top of the line, a $150, which should be the bottom line, and we would negotiate in between. Yeah,
we can work in there. Like if they wanted it on 3 or 4 pages, I would make it 150 a page. I would drop that down. We'd make it something there. The sponsoring the contest, the 500 was just a start. We'd actually like to get that up to a lot more. I'd like to have 3 or 4 sponsors at $300, $400, $500. And
what if I'm able to get a guy who pays $200 a month for me and you to interview a Blue, and he sponsors it.
Well, if I could get Blues, yeah, I would absolutely go for that.
No, I'm saying like retired Blues.
Oh, retired Blues, yeah, I could do that. We've got right now, Tuesday at 7 your time, we are tentatively scheduled for Ed.
For who? Ed who?
Ed Stokowski.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm working on, I finally decided, I kind of was looking at it, the 80-81 team, I've interviewed 4 of those guys already.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to try and get, there's all but one of them still with us. I'm going to try and get everybody on that team. That's the one that did 107 points, lost in the second round to the Rangers. We're second in the league overall.
Okay.
Right? Suter, Federico, Red Burnson coached. Mike Zook was on it. Sikowski, Liut, Larry Patey, Wayne Babbage, and the list just goes on. There's a real good list of guys.
Okay. So
you know what? We're still live. Didn't end.
Oh well. We didn't say anything.
I hit the wrong button. Oh.